Let's prepare on analysis of indeterminate structures. So today we are going to see about the methods of indeterminate analysis. Okay, so this is all the main part of this structural analysis itself. So we'll be seeing various methods under this topic, and we'll be seeing that separately also. Okay, so first, in general, they are categorized into exact method and approximate method. Whereas in exact method, the material property is used for the calculation. Okay, so here E and I of that beam or whatever considering, we'll be using that values. But in approximate method, that are not required. So everything, shear, moment, everything will be taking in an approximate value only. So this exact method, we have two methods, that is force method and displacement method. So under this, various categories are there. So this force method is also called as flexibility method, and displacement method is also called as stiffness method. Okay, so under the approximate method, portal frame method, cantilever method, factor method, and various several methods are there. So this approximate method is actually not needed for us. So only its exact method and the two methods inside that. No, so that is only necessary for us to prepare for our exams. So we'll be studying that now. So under the force and displacement method, we'll be studying in detail. So here is the differentiation given between the force method and displacement method. Okay, so here in the force method, first you see the external reactions and the member forces are unknown. Okay, so external reactions means the support reactions, and the internal reaction, that is the member forces. So these will be the unknown. Whereas in displacement method, we'll be taking the joint deformation, that is your slope and deflection values. Okay, so that only will be taking as the unknown here. And then the number of compatibility equations are equal to ds. So ds and dk we have studied already, degree of static indeterminacy and kinematic indeterminacy. So if that is equal to the compatibility equations, means we will be going for the force method, and in displacement method the number of unknowns will be equal to dk. Okay, so when you should choose which method means when the ds value is less than dk, means you should go for force method. When the dk is less than the displacement method, means you have to go for the displacement method. So this is the general differentiation between this force method and displacement method. Okay, so inside the force method there are several methods, and under displacement also there are several methods. So first we will be seeing all that. So here there is a list given for the force methods. So strain energy method, Castigliano's method, method of consistent deformation, virtual work or unit load method, column analogy, three moment theorem method. So it is based on the Clapeyron's theorem, so we can call that as Clapeyron's theorem also. And then the minimum potential energy method, and then flexibility matrix method. Okay, so know all these 8 methods, that is just the names, because in the objective questions, out of these which is not the force method, out of these which is the force method, like that also they'll be asking. So very clear with these names. Okay, and then under this topic, this Castigliano's theorem and unit load method, three moment theorem method, flexibility method. So these 4 are very important. So we will be studying all these in a detail with the problem also. The next is the displacement method. So here this moment distribution method, which is also called as Hardy-Cross method, because he only discovered that. And then the successive approximation, because we'll be taking the number of iterations in that method. Okay, so we can call that method as iteration method also. So that is one thing. And then slope deflection method, and then Kani's method, and then stiffness matrix method. So here moment distribution and stiffness matrix is very important. So we'll be seeing that. Okay, so the topics which we saw under this force and displacement method, we will be studying each thing as a separate lecture in the coming lectures. And then before going into all those theorems and all those concepts, you should be known of the slope and deflection values, because that will be used in the calculations and everything. Okay, so whereas in the strength of material we studied the values for shear force and bending moment for different types of structures, no? So the same structures we will be studying the deflection and slope in this structural analysis. So okay, so that will be very important. After that only you have to go for the next thing, that is studying all these theorems. So in the next lecture we will be seeing that. Thank you, and keep watching for the next lecture on